presence on a side lane, and that's kind of oftentimes falling to the top laners in those scenarios.
Hang on. Meanwhile, a bit of a trade in bot. We must be looking there because Busio's in trouble, but we go back to the gank in top because SkewMond looking for the flash, finds it onto Canna early. The Vault Breaker there, it's mad. Flash for flash, SkewMond gets in and gets first blood. Running away from the zombie Sion is the next task because SkewMond will do that with ease, and Yike just wasn't there in time.
Of all the lanes to gank top, which means that I'm hoping for a little bit more action on the rim.
Yeah, Canna wasn't sure if Caps was going topside if it was resetting, which is why I think they were kind of matching that, but Labrov calls.
Oi, a magical journey. He's drawn back in. That dreaded return hurts. Popblossom comes down buffered. Yike pulls out the ulti, but again, tempered bait dodged away from. Everyone's got fancy feet on the rift today.
Means that he can TP back to mids, and there it is. Nash's Tooth completed. Nice spike for the Azir. G2 though, don't want to give this up for free.
Okay, late engage, 2K. Weaver's Wall coming in from Caps on the flank though. Busio gets out with a magical journey, and isolated is this Zaahan, and Yike just gets popped back. Caps says, see you later, old buddy. As Yahoo doesn't even think about committing. KC have lost the dragon. G2 came in with the snatch, and 3.5K now the lead after a brilliant pick coordinated well.
The anti-synergy between Busio and Yike. Yike goes up into the ult as Busio Zhonya's is the target that he wants to put.
He wanted cannon! He wanted the cannon! And now buff it out Yahoo! He's already in lethal tempo. It's a cease and desist for Yahoo in the 1v1. I think he wins out the long con. Vault Breaker. Range is running out as Busio's nearby.
With a lot of item spikes coming through for both sides. One of these first items though, that Trinity Force always makes me a little bit concerned. It is a strong position for Caliste to be in, even though he's a level down. Ooh, the binding, but nice.
They are thinking this. They did know this. Busio and Caliste tank up a little bit.
That was a dangerous arcane shift, though, because the immediate ult follow-up from Labrov could have happened. So I think just the fact that there wasn't enough vision in River.
Oh, angle, Popblossom, it turns good though onto Yahoo though. They need more engaged. Tempered Fate holds up KC as double TP comes in, and it's SkewMond who sets up with the Vault Breaker. Teleport in as well. It's getting messy, but BrokenBlade has a backline angle. He snips Busio, flashes away his Caps. Can't reach at the back end. Herald might be an engaged one, as KT still have the health bars on 4 carries, and the ulti from Canna that runs the ground. So Yike's gonna turn it around and find mid lane turret instead.
From this position with the ult economy, I think should be able to achieve their goal, as BrokenBlade just going to take that tower on Canna's face.
Canna's got a good shield though, and the rest of KT coming in onto the needlework. BrokenBlade going to take on the world, and guess what? The world is watching. They're dying, in fact. Yike dies. Remember that deliverance was in the ground as G2 find the enemy jungle, and third dragon, that sits up as the prize. G2 still have a lead. They're 4.5K gold ahead. They're on Soul Point, and this Kaisa will get to play the game. Popblossom onto Busio. This is only a one-man, but into the ulti. Caps looking for the flick back, finds it. What coordination from G2.
Immediately they jump on Busio. 2 walls is enough to stop the magical journey. And G2 finding the picks they need.
I don't think in a while I've seen the Weaver's Wall used as like direct CC to launch someone, and then using the flick afterwards. It was very well played from G2.
Yeah, who's in trouble?
Okay, well, this time there's the point click you wanted to see. Dagda, that's how you kill him. All right, the drawback is good as SkewMond knows he's dead. Ulti popped out as well. Now the deliverance is there. Yike looking for a second one. The flick back narrowly avoided. G2 is still strong in these solo lanes, so Yike has to pay respect.
It ends up being a 1-for-1, but that tower is getting dangerously low, but here comes Canna.
He's going to have to pop the ulti. Caps has a flash available. He kites up first, waiting again, put the threat volley down. He kites forward, then flashes Tempered Fate on the turret. No saving grace. It's invulnerable for the time being. And the W, BrokenBlade saves his life, taking on the army. He doesn't get flicked. Rather, kites away, flashes down. Yike is not the one taking turret here. It's Canna. It's BrokenBlade. It's BrokenBlade. It's BrokenBlade. Labrov looking for the follow-up as Busio runs for his life. There's the Blossom, there's the pop. We're looking for the auto. No. Magical journey taken. Cosmic binding. My God, let's just launch. As Labrov runs towards Busio, an auto, a Q, a kill goes down, and that was BrokenBlade first. Final kill, I just don't know. Labrov is going to be found by a minion here, but Weaver's Wall comes out again. Smite down, Labrov gets bursted. Yike takes the kill. Tempered Fate onto Caps, he didn't flash away, he just rode the wall out, but towards this dragon, now an opportunity for KC to stop the stacking.
They just want the dragon.
It's Labrov in here, Tango Bubs doesn't reach Busio on the wrong side of dodge. BrokenBlade sets it up, dragon may go down, but KC need to get the hell out of there. SkewMond sets his sights on Yike, who sets himself up for deliverance with the Popblossom, gets the back end of the fight, and Yike will not play anymore. Now for BrokenBlade again, he's taking on 3 members, but this time he knows he can soar forward. BrokenBlade looking for the passive stacks as Hansama hits him over the wall. Canna taking up for now as Caps base checks into melee. Damage is good from Caliste, but the problem is there's so many carries. Labrov is looking for the back end. He pops the Starburst against Hunsummer. Ulti's in with the killer instinct. Caliste is still alive somehow, but Caps gets the Weaver's Wall in. And we go from chaos to more chaos.
What they think is strong in the meta. And this is a style that no one else in the LEC is playing.
That's good journey hold. Tempered Fate dodged away from. Now Yike doesn't really have an angle. That Grim Deliverance is up and available for a re-engage. To flick back, he finally used it only onto one. SkewMond is the target. Taken down. Hot Blossom again though. Double trouble! Labrov bounces down like a bubble. And G2 will run it up mid now for more gold in their pocket. A flick back onto kyeahoo. He started being culpable, and G2 have started reading his mind.
There are games where I watch G2 have 14, 15, 16 kills and BrokenBlade is not involved. In this game, he got a gank and he is taking over the game.
Landing, I feel like all of these Ws, like Caps has been on point as well. Alongside the rest of G2 as playoffs, quite big. SkewMond, big mistake. He missed, he whipped, and now he has the cease and desist. He's out there with a Vault Breaker. Ultimate doesn't connect, but range, SkewMond, and still no slow, no flick back, save the president. Okay, he's down. Now for the rest of the concave, KC looking for a chase, but look, BrokenBlade is using scissors on a bit of concrete.
He's snipping his way through that bottom side of the map as KC.
He can use Hexgate.
Yeah,
Later.
KC
Use the Hexgate.
wanted to go for Baron. Yeah, who is coming?
Comes Gwen.
But the pressure is there. Busio took a magical journey from hell. Oh my God. Tempered Fade on himself, but there's still a bit of needlework. Busio said, Yike, got the tip hit as well. And the needle strike through. Pop Blossom, flash. Yeah, who's the next target? Hunsummer hooked that ultimate to the back line as decimating smash onto count. It's flash. Winter is coming. KC have Canna left alive, but there is nothing he can do in the midst of G2.
KC took the one opportunity that they saw, but it is not enough. G2 rout them, and they will take the Baron.
My goodness, a quick trim off the top as BrokenBlade starts that fight off with a monstrous play. Zero fear in his eyes. He flies it straight into the KC group. But my goodness, I was expecting this series to be a close one.
He's turning a Tempered Fate. Okay, Gwen is immune. Wait for the third. Needle whack. Everyone, BrokenBlade flashed on. Threat of return brings him back in. But in the 1v3, I'm scared. You're going to get that ulti down. That's good for Yike. But he gets flashed on BrokenBlade. Close. The fact that he's taken on 3 and thought of.
Is he able to deal with
He's
it?
alive, Betty. He can't really stop the turret
He
pushing
can
for
watch
that.
it.
Oh dear, okay. Well, that's half the HP just about gone from Canna. Open inhib in the mid lane as well. This will be double inhib down. Look at top. Top is dropping. And KC, they can't stop it. And so this is just a slow burn where G2 are going to find out how they can end this game. And KC are going to try and make their last stand at the next turret. Looking for BrokenBlade yet again, but this has not really worked in their favor outside of that one kill top.
Maybe he's just going to reset and TP back in. G2,
Wait.
see the blood in the water. I think they want to end this now.
They do indeed. Labrov, sneaky minion again. Pop Blossom gets 2 flashes and 1 setup of Yike. Yike will pop the ulti, but his grievance doesn't matter. Yike's running back to his base because he knows he's got to get out of there. Tempered Fate maybe to save him, I don't know, because the needlework finds him after the fact, and BrokenBlade continues the onslaught. His needlework up as SkewMond fails to flash forward, but he's got GA. He can make a mistake.
Okay, Caliste.
Hunsummer's trying to stay alive as Caliste is hitting some damage, but BrokenBlade is still at full HP. Gwen is immune again. No! I would not have done that. I would not have done that. Arcane shifting into BrokenBlade is one way of using this guy's initials. Caliste just said bye-bye to game 1.